Where did God come from? Did he have a beginning? Or has he always existed? This is one of the biggest questions that people have asked for centuries. Believers wonder, skeptics ask it to challenge faith, and many of us quietly think about it. In this video, we're going to explore this mystery in a simple and clear way, using the Bible, philosophy, and logic. So by the end, you'll have a solid answer you can hold on to. Why this question matters. Let's be honest, this question matters because our minds are trained to think that everything has to come from somewhere. You came from your parents, a house comes from builders, even the universe. People say it came from the Big Bang. So it feels natural to ask, if everything has a cause, then who caused God? This question has been asked by children, philosophers, and even great thinkers throughout history. And it's not a silly question. It's actually a doorway into one of the most profound truths about God, the Bible's answer. The Bible is very clear on this. God is eternal. Psalm 92 says, "Before the mountains were born, or you brought forth the whole world, from everlasting to everlasting, you are God." Revelation 1:8 says, "I am the Alpha and the Omega, says the Lord God, who is, and who was, and who is to come, the Almighty." That means God did not come from anywhere. He always existed. He is beyond time. We measure life in years and beginnings and endings, but God doesn't. He exists outside of time. To him, past, present, and future are all one. Philosophy and logic. Now, let's look at this logically. If something or someone created God, then that creator would actually be greater than God. And if that's the case, then the being we call God wouldn't truly be God. That's why philosophers call God the uncaused cause, or the first cause. Everything in the universe needs a cause, but there must be one ultimate source that doesn't, and that is God. Here's a simple picture. Imagine a candle flame lighting another candle, and then another, and another. You could trace that chain of light back, but at some point, there had to be the very first flame. God is that flame. He is the one who set everything into motion. Common misunderstandings. Now let's clear up a common misunderstanding. When people ask, who created God, they are actually starting with the wrong assumption, the assumption that God must have a beginning, but only things inside time and space need a beginning. God exists outside of time and space. That's why he is not bound by the rules of creation. Think about it. Time itself had a starting point. Before time began, God already was. That is hard for us to grasp because our brains live inside time, but that is the mystery of his eternal nature. Different faith perspectives. This belief isn't only in Christianity. In Islam, Allah is described as without origin. In Judaism, God calls himself I Am, the self-existent one. Even in philosophy, the idea of an eternal, uncaused being is widely accepted. Different faiths may describe him differently, but many agree on this. God has no beginning and no end. So why does this matter for you and me? Because if God has no beginning and no end, then he has unlimited power, unlimited wisdom, and unlimited love. He is not just a temporary being who fades away, he is eternal. That means the same God who created the universe is powerful enough to guide your life, strong enough to handle your struggles, and loving enough to care for you forever. Believing in God's eternal nature gives us security and purpose. Conclusion. So, where did God come from? The answer is simple. He didn't. He is eternal. No beginning, no end. He is the source of all things. The next time someone asks you that question, you'll know how to answer. If this video gave you clarity, make sure to hit like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might be asking the same question. And check out my other videos where we explore more deep Bible truths made simple. Thank you for watching, and remember, from everlasting to everlasting, he is God.